Hello everyone, good morning professor and classmates. I'm ZHU PINGPING.
I'm Delinoa Korban.
Our presentation title is The Advantages and Disadvantages of Artificial Intelligence in the Development of Art Education.
What about AI technology is revolutionizing art education? It also brings many challenges. So AI brings us new tools, new approach, new resources, but it also started to make us think again. What is the essence of art? What does creativity mean? Will AI bring about inequity in education? Where are the boundaries of its use? Then we all know the core of art education is to cultivate students' ability of observation, expression, exploration, and reflection. But tools like AI art generation are also very popular at the moment. Well, it is indeed changing the way art is created and learned. So, what about me and my partner in the process of writing a dissertation? Well, I found a lot of literature analyzing what are the potential advantages of AI in arts education. Okay, so what about the first point? As you can see, well, AI is really a personalized learning assistant. It can analyze each student's study habit. What about the second point? AI is a creative accelerator and inspiration library. Well, using AI tools, students can get a new inspiration for their artistic creations faster. Well, what about the third point? Well, the third point with AI is intelligent search with AI. Well, art learning becomes more interactive. Therefore, the efficiency will also become higher. Well, what about the fourth point? It is AI that makes learning easier and more efficient. Well, can AI help online 24 hours a day? At the same time, it can reduce the burden on teachers. What about the third point? AI fosters new learning capabilities. For example, after we learn how to use it, well, at the same time, have the tools to look critically at AI art. What about this itself? It becomes a key part of artistic literacy in the digital age. This means students need to understand the algorithms and data behind AI and how humans and machines can work together. Of course, we have analyzed the advantages of AI, and we cannot ignore the problems and challenges it may bring to us. So we found the following problems. Well, the first point, it is because of excessive reliance on AI tools. It may lead to students' original thinking. The practical ability and the perseverance to face challenges will be relatively weakened. What about the second point? There will definitely be some weakening based on artistic skills. Will it affect students? Well, for the properties of the material, deep understanding and mastery of the core artistic abilities such as sense of space and proportion. What about the third point? The third point is that the ownership of rights to AI generated works is still relatively vague, so it affects the diversity of the content that's generated and its fairness. Well, the fourth point is particularly important. The fourth point will obscure the teacher's ability to score. So, how are future teachers going to evaluate student work that incorporates AI generated elements? How do we distinguish between students' original works and works that incorporate AI assistance? This poses a certain challenge to our traditional art evaluation system. What about the fifth point? At present, many schools have a certain lack of AI training for teachers. We still need more AI training courses for teachers. What about the sixth point? In art education, there is still a certain lack of human emotion. Well, especially in the process of artistic creation, it requires emotional resonance. At this point, AI is also difficult to replace our core value. I checked the group Season AI in art education. Well, of course, take myself, for example. Well, I taught theater at university. Well, we're in the process of creating works of art. We will use AI tools to assist us in writing drama scripts. Therefore, the application of AI in art education mainly focuses on some specific scenarios. For example, let me show you. It's the script I wrote with AI. Then we have some clips, photos from going to the show. Well, this is what I briefly showed you about my drama with AI. Well, then we also successfully gave a debrief performance on the stage. Then we used a methodology to quantify research during the investigation process. We used a questionnaire as our research design. Some data were collected from art educators through questionnaires. Well, for example, I went and turned the survey into a questionnaire, sent it to my colleagues at school. Well, because they all teach different art courses, well, including students. Let's explore the advantages and disadvantages of AI in art education. Well, what's their perception like? And what is the current state of AI applications? Well, you can see that the group of college teachers we surveyed was 32 people. Then there are 24 primary and secondary school art teachers, art-related work. There are 24 personnel. There are also 24 people.
Survey results respondent profile. Table 1 details the personal information of the respondents. The data shows diversity among participants in terms of professional background, workplace, years of experience, and level of AI tool exposure. Highlights participant diversity in backgrounds, experience, and AI exposure. Table 2 shows respondents' level of agreement, mean, standard, deviation, and the percentage agreeing, strongly agreeing, with various potential advantages of AI in art education. Table 2 shows strong consensus on AI's advantages. 92% agreed AI enable personalized learning paths was the top benefit. Table 3 shows respondents' level of agreement with various potential disadvantages were considered regarding AI in art education. Reveals deepest concerns AI's potential to stifle creativity and originality. Table 4 shows the current status of AI application in respondents' teaching and their views on needed support. Table 4 confirms AI is currently used as an assistant for peripheral tasks. Example, exploration and art history, while core activities, creativity, critical thinking, skill building remain largely teacher-led, with intentional limits on AI use. Our research aimed to understand educators' views on AI's role in art education. We found broad recognition of AI's benefits, significant concerns about risks, especially to creativity cultivation. Current use is primarily auxiliary with deeper integration hindered by training gaps and ethical issues. The path forward, AI is reshaping art education. Balancing enthusiastic adoption with vigilant protection of humanistic values is key. Achieving this requires collaboration among educators, policy makers, technologists, and artists to build an AI-empowered art education ecosystem where technology severe humanity, tools expand creativity, resources are equitable, ethics are unambiguous. This demands ongoing research, open dialogue, pragmatic policies, and unwavering commitment to our educational values. That's all for our presentation. Thank you all for your patient listening. There may be many immature aspects in our work, and we would appreciate it if the teachers could offer you criticisms and corrections.
Thank you.